So it's not an argument. So anyway, what we're trying to do is just create a YouTube channel just to introduce you to all of our people, all of our members, and we'll show some techniques. We'll show some good things. But if you find this, make sure you hit the button, subscribe. We're going to do stuff daily, all the time, where we're going to go over some new members, some people that have been here for a while, and just let you guys see the culture. But I'm going to teach one of the intro classes right now, so I enjoy. Get running. Bro, you can come onto the mat. What's going on, bro? Good, good,
got
good.
any extra gis or no?
They're still needing to get cleaned. Okay. So he's actually a new guy. He's only first day, right?
I'm new.
What's your name again? It's
Anthony.
Anthony. Good.
Yep.
So it's his first day. All right, guys. So now what you do is I want you to find a partner. Let me use your good piece. Because, you know, I say this all the time, like hip escapes, hip escape, hip escape. If you can't hip escape, that means you can't train jiu-jitsu, right? Hip escapes are literally the most important thing you can do. So go down. A lot of people teach hip escapes and they're just like sliding down the mats. I really want to any way to be like, if you go with a smaller person, you go with the females, even like he's not a huge guy. Smaller people can hip escape a lot easier because there's less mass, right? So a hip escape is going to teach you how to save yourself when you're on bottom. Because what happens is there's going to eventually be a person that's bigger and stronger than you, right? And if you're just trying to use your strength to get them off of you, it's not going to work, right? So you're going to have to learn how to move out from underneath them. So watch. I want to really focus on this because a lot of times we don't. And if you notice, a lot of this is the way he's going to be hinging on the movement. So his leg's going to be bent, right? And look how he lifts his hips up a little bit, and then he comes out, and then he's able to hinge right back. Come back, right back. Good. Goes the other way. He comes right back, right? Because sometimes I see people can only slide down the mat, right? But there's more than just sliding down the mat when we're doing it. It's just learning how to move your body back into position, right? So here we go, hip escape again, come back, hip escape, and then come back, all right? So let's go, let's get 10 with our partners, all right? Let's go, ready, 1, 2, 3. Like, especially in this class, is doing a lot of self-defense-based stuff, right? So stand up. So what we want to do is, I always say this is, in order to close ground, right? To close ground on somebody is one of the most important things you can do, especially in like a fighting situation, because this is where I'm in trouble, right? If I'm inside here and he hits me, unless, you know, he's a boxer, he knows how to take angles, but if you close ground, guys, you're going to be able to really stop a lot of that impact. If I'm in a situation where I'm clinching, right, it's really hard for him to hit, right? So an easy, very easy way for me to close ground is just to literally put my right hand up and put this hand forward. Muay Thai kickboxers do this all the time, right? They do it to come forward. The reason why it works so well is if he throws, look how, see how the hand comes over top? If he throws a hook, right? You have to remember, street fight situations, it's just going to be wild. It's easy. It's really easy to see, right? Because they're literally coming from here, right? But this is a great way for you just to close the distance, right? From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to power step in. So I want to step in with my foot and I want to get to a clinch, right? Most important thing with clinch, guys, is your grip, right? Making sure we cover over top. I'll do this or I'll grab wrist. I like that. Don't do this. This is nothing. This is not nothing, right? This is if the guy's really big and you don't have an option and you're at the end of the rope, right? But try to get to this, grab the wrist as well. The reason why this helps as well is when you get into it, you see how it lets me flex my elbows. Like, you don't want to get into a situation where you're holding your hands. Like some people like grab and your hands will be like this. You want to get a nice grip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk in, I'm going to block. Now I want to step in deep with my right foot because he's high and I want to get to this clinch. Notice, I'm this. Strong ass dude, right? Watch this, just so you know how the body works. Push forward. See how hard it is? Bend over. And now push forward. See how strong he is? So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get up on him before, and here's the good thing, is like idiots in this country, other countries, they don't do that. They'll fight, right? But people like Peacock, right, here, like that's what you want. The guy Peacock's, it's awesome, right? He's in. Now, from here, you can really control a person. If you don't feel comfortable taking him down, don't take him down, right? Because sometimes people get themselves in trouble when they start to pull a person down, because what happens is they let their body get away from their arms, right? If you stay tight, you should be able to ride the guy down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come inside. And sit him down right there, and then get into good side control position right here. All right. So once again, right, we're closing ground. Boom. Now when I'm in here, I can step in, power step in, hands in tight, squeeze the air out. Right. Keep his back like this, because if you start to, if you're too high or too low, get you. Yeah. You see. I want to keep this connection. A lot of times you just get him down from here, right? And just keep over. Inside control. All right, let's work on that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good. So you step. Good. Okay. So what I would do is just lower your level a little. So when you come here, you're going to come in. See? Now watch. Fight this. Fight this. Yeah. Yeah, right. Good. Now lean forward. Good. You see how? You see what I'm talking about? When you get it the right way, you don't even have to like step behind, because you feel like. And then once your back is extended like that, it's hard for you to like go in deep. Let me show you. Now fight. You fight it. You see? You see what I'm talking about? Yeah. So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to get that bow. Not as strong. Come inside. So when you do what you just did, that was perfect. Step with the right leg. Yeah. So go back. So what you want to do, step with the right leg, because if you come here and then drive in with the right leg, watch. You see how? Yeah. And then what you want to do is try to put your ear here, grab the back, and then bend him backwards. He's a little bit bigger. Yeah. Now from here, keep that tight. Step around with your left leg. Good. Now step. Yeah. Exactly. He's a big guy, so you're probably having a hard time with a grip, right?
I'm actually getting the grip.
If you get to the grip, okay, yeah, because you were able to get. No, listen, it is what it is. I'm a big guy too. Like for you, like on the job, like if you get into this, like sometimes I'm like, I don't even know if I take him down, because you're in a pretty good position there, and you don't want to end up like doing it the wrong way.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But if you're inside here, tight, and you're moving around, you got him in such a good position. Like, you wait for your backup to come. You know what I mean? Instead of like falling and having a person on top of you. You know, and that's why this is so good, because once you get them bent, yeah, it's really good. Okay, guys. So now what we're gonna do is, like I told you, I like to, me, I like to put stuff in chain. I like to chain things together so you guys understand what's going on, right? So I get the takedown, right? And I end up in side control. This is just nice and simple. My partner is just going to get frames in. I'm not going to go over this too much, right? We're going to get frames in. We're going to do that hip escape. He's going to push me off of my feet, and I am going to stand and get right in front of my partner right here. All right? So what happens is I'm trying to get into side control, and he's going to basically not let me stay in that position. He's in a hip escape, push me away, so I can't dominate him from down here, right? Because he knows, you experienced guys know, if I'm in here, I'm in trouble, right? So what he's going to do is in a hip escape, push away. Now what I'm just going to do for the drill is just stand up. And what I want to do is make sure I split this leg. Always split legs, guys. From a self-defense standpoint, be very careful like this, because you'll get kicked in the face. With a jiu-jitsu, you can stay down here. But like, if it was self-defense, I would stay high until I made contact. Okay? So let's work on that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. So this is side control. So what happens is when you get on top of someone, you want to come underneath this, this, and then come under. This hand comes under, grab, go chest. Yeah. Now this is where you got to go chest to chest, and then you want this to be, give me this leg, get it wider. Good. You see how you're going to be heavy? Yeah. So what you're going to do is create a frame here. Good. And now what you do is, remember the movement we did where you escape your hip this way? No. So think about, remember, this is exactly what I mean. Because he's, lock him down. If he's really strong here, right, it's going to be hard just to push him off. Yeah. So remember the drill when your butt came out? So just pick your hip up, and now just bring your butt out to here. Just straight, pivot it. There you go. See, exactly. Now do what you just did. Good.
Where am I pushing off?
So you push it off just the way you did. Just the way you did. Right leg. Good. Now put the bottom leg in his stomach. So put the bottom leg in his stomach and push away. Push away, push away, push away. Yeah. So what you want to do, here guys, do a hip escape. Watch what he does real quickly. So you also have to stay on top. You see how he stayed, you backed off of him, so it messed it up. You see how he's in good position. Now he starts to push, and then he comes up. Understand? So keep that pressure on him. Over top, up right hand over top. Good. Good. So escape. Oh, yep. Oh, good. Okay, not bad. Now put your feet in his chest. Start to push away. Put your knee in his chest. So lift this, yeah, and then push him away. Push him away with you push him away at your feet. Yep. And then you want to get flat. Good. Now you start to stand up. Good. Good. Go back to your back. There you go. Good. So now push more with your legs. Good. And now what you're going to do is stay right in the middle. Nope. Yep. Put the right foot up the middle. Yeah, there you go. Keep the frames. So you got to get tighter on them. Yeah, now get this leg wide, right? Good. Now you create a frame here. Good. Escape the hip. Good. Now put the knee and I'll push. Exactly. Now push away. Exactly. Now you stand up. You get to your feet. Good. Exactly. Okay, guys. So now what we're going to do is just a simple guard pass. What I really want to show is I just want to show a quick like Toreando, so this way we can get into like knee on belly. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to do some simple Toreando. So I'm going to push and pull. So I'm going to push this one. See how I push right leg? And then this leg's here. I'm going to mule kick it right back here. And then I keep my legs and I pull and I go straight to knee on belly. All right. I'm going to show you guys something from here from knee on belly. See how I go knee on belly? All right. So we're inside. We're going to push one, extend the other. Push one, extend the other, kick, and then we're going to land here, knee on belly. This is a very strong position. Guys, you guys should be able to keep your balance. My body's going to be here. I can apply weight as much as I want. I can come in and be really nasty to him. But I'm here. What it does, you want to hear him doing that a little bit, right? What it does is it applies pressure. It keeps you in balance. There's a lot of stuff you can do from this position, which we'll go over in attack. But right now, I just want you guys to work on just the knee on belly position, all right? So remember, pushing, pulling, right to knee on belly, right here. That's what should happen. He should be pushing on your leg. I'm going to show you why later, all right? So let's work on it. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Go right to the knee on belly. Yep. Yes. And now turn your body like this so you're facing this way. No, turn your body. Now stick your foot out, left foot out. There you go. Okay. Now watch. Start to move around in the bottom. You say you can follow him. Move around. Try to move. You say you can follow him. You stay in position here. Like if he goes to his back, he goes to his back. Yeah. But that, he just gave himself up, right? Okay. But now you're not in a position where you're going to get thrown over. Yeah. You know what I mean? Okay. Like jiu-jitsu is all about like understanding balance. Yeah. So you can learn how to stay in a dominant position on top of a person, right? You guys are all strong. We're all strong, but sometimes being strong, you end up pulling people on top of you. Yeah. It doesn't matter. You know, you see like little skinny, scrawny guys, but they know how to move, you know? So this is just teaching, and a lot of people, unfortunately, don't move well anymore, right? Because like, you have brothers and sisters growing up? Yeah. Okay, you have a brother? How much older?
I'm 7 years old.
Okay.
I have an older sister.
Okay, so it's something having siblings is huge. Do you have like cousins? Yeah. Did you guys fight all the time? That makes you tougher, you know? Like my nephews are all within a year of each other, 1.5 years. And I know that they're going to have an advantage over other kids because they're used to pushing each other around. And like, you know, when you're an only child, it's like, and if you're, especially now, kids don't go out and wrestle around in the street with their friends. Yeah, but that's good though. But that's good because it's teaching you some body positioning stuff. Like if you just know how to position your body, you'll beat 85% of the people out in this world, right? Because they just fall on the ground. They don't, like guys don't even know how to like get a base. They'll be like this and be like this is a big difference. Yeah. But that stuff's very important. And that's why I always say like when you get to like the blue belt level, you'll be able to dominate most people in the world. Just not even that they're that technical, it's just the fact that they understand how to move their body and control their body. And that's really the most, the submissions are easy. That comes easy. It's the understanding how to move the body that's hard. So what happens, remember I said to split the leg? So when you push and pull, what happens is it kind of like leaves a little gap there for you. So now what happens, I can come inside, now I can get that knee in. Now he can't, because usually what happens is people with more experience, they're going to shove this knee forward. So you can't get it in. Yeah. So what happens, I just opened up that highway so I can get that knee in. Yeah. So put the other foot in the middle, right foot in the middle. Good. Now drive one forward, one back, other way. It's opposite. It's so yes, and now kick that right leg back, and then knee and belly. Good. Now put that weight. Good. Yeah. See how and you can also start applying as much weight as you want. Yeah. Like I've been in street fights, right? Or not. I don't even consider what I do is when I've gotten into altercations, because it's so easy to beat somebody. You know, I've gotten to stuff where a guy's on the ground and I'm literally just holding him, and his ass crack was, you know what I mean? And I'm just holding him, and he's telling me I'm going to kill you. I'm like, okay, you know, but you can't do anything when you have a really good knee and belly position. Yeah. Fun finish from here. So, you know, it's always, when I put this in the curriculum, me and John were arguing. I'm like, how do I teach the arm bar from knee and belly? Because it's really hard to do it. And then I'm like, I'm just going to show it the way that I think was the easiest. And when I did, it's funny because I did this, I used to do this all the time. And I remember when I learned it, you know, there's certain moves that you pick up and you're like, man, this is going to be my go-to. And I remember doing this all the time. The first Abu Dhabi trial I did when I was a blue belt. Yeah, so I think you can find it online still. My first Abu Dhabi, I was a blue belt. I just got back from Brazil. And there was a guy, you know, Dean Lister. And so Dean Lister beat me in the semis. But I remember I went against this black belt first round, who was a Machado guy, had a lot of experience. And I remember I finished him in an arm bar with this exact move, right? So I would get heavy knee and belly. See that little loop? Henzo called it a little loop, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hand, I'm going to pull it into me, right? Now watch, I'm going to step over, but really tight. And now I just switch my arm, and I go right to the arm bar. When I arm bar, guys, stop, get out of the habit of doing this, because what happens is this happens. You get into this game, right? When I arm bar, and you have to be careful because we're doing it here. Usually what I'll do is I'll go back and I'll let it go. You should be hugging. If I hug, start moving your hand around. See how hard it is? From here, I don't care if my foot is here or if my foot is here, because it's happening so fast, you usually are going to get them before that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure you're squeezing and pulling. So if I'm on this side, see I'm pulling, and I'm squeezing. And then like I said, so I don't break his arm, I'm hugging and making sure that thumbs up. You see, I don't have to go back that far. A lot of you guys are like this, right? Well, look what happens when I hug and come down. You hug it and keep that hand, that thumb aligned. So I'm at the knee and belly. This was going to happen, right? This is only common sense, right? He doesn't feel good. I hook it, turn it to me. I step very close. See how my butt is down, guys? Don't come high. Now all I do is slip to the other side. And see, I'm starting to hug already. See, I'm pulling them in and hug. All right, let's play around with that. Ready? 1, 2, 3. When you were here, come in closer to him. You see how you're far away. Right. Get closer. So put your feet in the ground and pull yourself closer. Good. Now squeeze your legs together. It's square. Put your feet in the ground. Good. Now, yeah, you see the difference? Now start to go back. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze in. Now lift your hips. Oh, yep. Yeah, there you go. Keep on. Keep going. Keep going. Keep on. Here we go. Keep going. Keep going. Now if you hit the ground, now lift your hips. Yeah, you go. You got to get that space. Okay, guys. So now, let's go all the way from the top, right? So, we're going to go to, right, he throws, boom, I step in, come to the side, I take him down, Again, this side control, he comes up. Toreando pass here. Right into the position. You see how I let go? Because I'm so tight. No, I know I'm going to get it because I'm so tight that he's going to get it. I just let it go because I know I'm going to finish him. But that's how it should be. If you notice, look where I am. See how tight my legs are to him? That's how you want to be. If you see yourself out here, what happens? You're going to lose the fulcrum, right? Your pelvis is acting as a fulcrum on him. You need to be as close to his shoulder as possible. And, Aho here is super flexible. It's funny because it's easier. Bigger guys, everyone thinks it's great being big. Jiu-Jitsu is one of the few sports where being big isn't necessarily an advantage because it's easier to, get heavier on a bigger guy. They're not as flexible, right? I'm telling you, the hardest people to go against are that right there. This guy, tall, lanky, and skinny. Because they squirm out of a lot of things. They have good triangles. They have good arm bars, right? They get to move a lot. Bigger guys are easy to kind of get after. It was like, I remember when I was in college and I played football, I remember we play a lot of teams, and at one year they made me play, my freshman year, they made me play fullback. And I remember being like, every game I'd look and be like, man, I'm only 208 pounds. And the linebackers are like 255 pounds. And you have to realize back then, it wasn't like football now. We actually ISO these linebackers. So every time I'd be like, man, these guys are so much bigger than me. And then my coach told me one day, and he's like, the bigger linebackers are easier to see and easier to pick up. And I was like, yeah, you're right. It was easier to go against them because you could find them easier. The smaller guys were harder because they get hidden behind the line of scrimmage. The same thing with jiu-jitsu is bigger guys are easy to move around. And it's funny because now when I look at football, linebackers are like 220 pounds now. Back when I played, they were like 245, 250. But now they want them smaller so you can't see them. And they're faster, right? Same thing with jiu-jitsu. Bigger guys are easy to get on. Like you see Aho, he's not his arm. I guarantee her arm goes out a lot further than Aho's arm would. All right? So let's go through the whole routine, then we'll get some goes going. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Armbar them, and then they'll not tap. Now, because their elbows, some women's elbows hyperextend. Yeah. Women, believe it or not, when women are I would say, I think that I got really good at coaching because when I first started coaching fighters, I had a lot of women. I had Caitlin Chukagian, and I had okay, we got to work on it. So when you have to make contact, so get inside control all the way down, good, chest to chest, underneath the arm, good. And then what you want to do is get your knees to the ground. Now bring this up, bring your knee up. Good, yeah. Now watch. When you do this, right, bring the other knee up and try to keep this really tight. Now watch. Go on bottom, try to move around. Try to get out. Now, yeah, you see how hard it is? Yeah. Now watch this. Go back. Lift your butt up in the air. Get up, lift your butt up and you on top. Now, yeah, now watch. Move around the bottom. See how easy it is? Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You see how it's little stupid things, right? We talked about body positioning. There you go.